Welcome back to your 5-Minute Football Fix. I'm Steven Miranda.
I'm Jeff Ellis, and welcome to Thursday, January 19th, 2012.
Apparently, Jerome Simpson can get much higher than jumping over big, tall linebackers.
How?
Well, you'll find out.
Okay, well, we're going to share parts of a great interview we did with nose tackle extraordinaire Terrence Cody of the Baltimore Ravens.
Yes, and Giants VP of player evaluation, Rooney Mara, Jeff, finally missed a Giants football game. We'll tell you why.
He never misses games.
We'll tell you why.
Okay, and then on Micro Celebrity Alert, responded with a question about the weather.
Weather?
You think our listeners could do a little bit more interesting than ask about the weather?
This is a good one, though.
It better be.
All right, Jerome Simpson, who, flipping over
that guy.
Linebacker to get into an end zone.
That's so
Probably
cool.
The best touchdown we've seen ever. And it's certainly this season.
So how do you parlay that? How do you parlay that excellence of doing one of the most athletic things that people have ever done?
Well,
you get indicted on federal drug charges.
That's right. Charges Simpson with trafficking marijuana of more than 8 ounces, under 5 pounds. A felony, punishment that contains a 1 to 5 year prison sentence, Jeff.
Dude, I'm never ceased to be amazed at the lack of intelligence. Let's just call it what it is.
Lack of intelligence.
Let's just call it what it is.
When you have that much football talent, obviously this flip that you made to score the touchdown was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But then you go and do something like you have marijuana shipped to you from California to your northern home in Kentucky.
That's a federal offense.
That's just not right.
This is your football IQ? This is your actual IQ. They're not really similar. There's no correlation.
Yeah, sorry there. But
good
Jerome
luck there
Simpson,
with those federal drug charges.
Who had the potential of possibly making a lot of money this offseason as a free agent.
Yeah, not so much now.
Not so much anymore.
So much
now,
I don't even think
Jeffrey,
the Raiders will want him.
Earlier, we for Sky Sports Radio, News Radio, we had Terrence Cody, nose tackle of the Baltimore Ravens on. And, Cody, we asked, are you expecting to see a lot of double teams this weekend against the Patriots?
Yeah, I feel like I am, but I feel like I'm gonna get that in the run game, but in the pass game, I'm not gonna get doubled.
Then I asked Cody, I wanted to know, does he think that he could generate enough pressure to get Tom Brady off his spot and to move that pocket?
I'm real confident because I've been working this week, and actually I've been working with it all year, just working with technique things, get back there on the passer and stuff. It's just the main thing is me using my hands more on the pass rush, and I feel like that's the only thing that's been slowing me down from getting a sack. And hopefully I get my first sack, but it won't be credited. But hopefully I get my first sack this weekend.
And finally, I asked him, with the success the Ravens have had against the Patriots over the last couple of years, if he felt confident that they could go and get it done and play with New England.
Yeah, that gives us a lot of confidence because we know we can beat these guys because if we do the things that we're supposed to do, if we execute the things we're supposed to execute and be where we're supposed to be at all times and do our job, we can beat anybody.
For the rest of that interview, you can come on out to NFLRantsRaves.com, check out the podcast, and listen to it in its entirety.
Yes.
And he talks about such things as watching the national championship with some friends.
That's right. He's from Alabama. They won the national championship.
And prop bets. So you don't want to miss that.
And he also wants to get credited for a sack. Make sure you listen
and his
to
dog
that.
kennel. There's so much stuff. Anyways, Giants Vice President of Player Evaluation, Rooney Mara, he missed his first Giants game in 40 years,
dog. Now, here's the deal. This past weekend when the Giants were playing the Packers in Green Bay, well, he didn't go to Lambeau. He was in Hollywood, baby. Hollywood. Why was he in Hollywood? The Golden Globes. His daughter, Rooney Mara. How you doing?
I think she's doing fine.
Yeah, Rooney Mara.
Fine.
She was the actress who had the role in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Yeah, she was nominated for Best Actress for that role.
And where should her father be but with this girl?
That's right. And you know what? Here's the deal. Well, somebody asked him, geez, you're missing the Giants game? And his response, it's not like this is a piano recital.
We put out a micro celebrity alert and asked you for your best question going into the playoff weekend. And we have Sean Wilson on Facebook who asked, will the weather expected bad in San Francisco, will that benefit Who will it benefit most?
Well, I think it's going to benefit the 49ers, mostly because they have actually a running game with Frank Gore. Yeah, Ahmad Bradshaw is back
been good
for the New York Giants, but running in this kind of weather. Remember, the Giants, although they play outdoors, they play on turf. This is grass, baby, and we were there. We're witnesses. It's a slippy, sloggy mess.
Actually slipped in the end zone, so I can attest to it. So I actually think it favors 49ers as well. Special teams, you got to think about their ability to kick the ball well in the weather, and Akers is one of the best. That's what we've got. Great 5-minute football fix for you. And if you could teach me a talk, I'd be very grateful.
That's right, and thanks, Terrence Cody, for joining us today. I'm Steven Miranda.
Jeff Ellis.
For your 5-minute football fix. Out!